Hello, welcome back. I'm Eric Yue.
Lance Birley.
And we are YÜEBIR, and we're going to bring to you today how to get an agent. Staying true to our form, I'm going to hit start. It means 1 minute. After we hear the beep, we got to switch topics. So let's get started. First, the misperception of getting an agent. One of the misperceptions is that you're going to go out there and get an agent. Well, you don't just go out and get an agent, do you, Lance?
No.
No, you actually have to work at it. So it's something that's going to require some time and effort. Yeah. There's different types of agents that you're going to do when you go out there. There is a background agent. Maybe you're interested in background work, and they will find only background work for you. And then there's a principal agent, which is more commonly known as your movie, TV, film, commercial work. Those are the two types of agencies that you can get. Lance and I took different paths on how we got our agents. I want to let Lance share a little bit about how he came around to getting one.
Thanks, Eric. About just over a year ago, Eric and I started taking classes. That's where we met, at a class in town. A few months later, I was introduced to an agent in Vancouver from an acting coach who I'd been working with, where the two of us got together. The agent said, you know what, I've got someone like you on my roster already. You might hear that. But she said, here's what you need to do for the next 6 months. Do independent films, student films, workshops, classes, train. If you're not working, work out. That means learning. Keep working. So I started submitting for student films and independent films in Vancouver. I spent a lot of time going over there for auditions and shoots and constantly working, you know, go over for weekends, classes during the week. And in 6 months' time, I had 12 credits, which was pretty exciting. I had some demo reel, and I built my resume. So 6 months later, I sent her my info, and she said, this is terrific, and she signed me right there.
Yeah. So
yeah, let's hear Eric's story.
Yeah, so Lance is with a boutique agency. I'm with a larger agency. They have several actors. But basically, we were in class. There was a casting director workshop coming up. We both signed up for it. At the end of the commercial casting director workshop, the casting director said, does Eric have an agent? If he doesn't, he should get one. So I thought that was a nice vote of confidence for me. I talked to my acting teacher and the casting director, and I said, which agencies do you recommend? I got a recommendation, sent my headshot and my small resume at that time out to these different agencies. I heard back from two. One was willing to accept me without having seen me, which raised a couple red flags. The other agency said, we like you, but we want to see some of your work. So provide for us 2 demos. And then after those demos were provided, they liked them. They said, come on in, we need to interview you. They interviewed me. They said, yeah, looks like a great fit. And that's how I found my agent. Now, because our paths are different, your path's going to be different too. But what we want to share with you is that whatever you do, it's going to require some work. Wow, that's a quick minute.
It's fast.
Yeah, so what should you look for in an agent? I think Lance is going to share some.
Some things you should look for in an agent is ask around, you know, maybe you know some people in the industry. You know, if you're in it, you're going to have done some things. So you've worked with other actors. So ask around, you know, who some reputable people are. The other thing is building a good relationship. Make sure you have a good relationship when you're interviewing, not just, I'm so excited this person's talking to me. Make sure you're asking questions that are good for you as well. Mm-hmm. You know, you're getting your needs met. Someone who's active, someone who's going to, you know, submit you for roles, keep you busy. Make sure the communication is happening. Mm-hmm. You know, let them know, hey, I'm on holidays for a week. It's back and forth. Now let's talk about the benefits of having an agent.
Yeah. So why get an agent at all? You might hear some actors who are really successful getting themselves some roles. This is a huge one. There's some breakdowns, some casting calls that are only available to your agent. You cannot even see them. You can't access them. How are you supposed to audition for something you can't even see? And this sometimes are the larger movies and the big TV shows. So that's that for me is the reason why you have an agent. Another one is because you want to utilize the relationship that your agent has with casting directors. If they've been in the industry for a long time, they know who the casting directors are, they know their personalities, and they've forged a friendship. And you want an agent that's going to be advocating on your behalf. That's going to be saying to these casting directors, you know what? You might not typically see this actor because he or she doesn't have a lot of experience, but let me tell you, this person is worth seeing. And if your agent can do that for you, that pays dividends more than you could ever imagine. Those are 2 great reasons why you should get an agent. The last thing we're going to talk about is agency commission.
Speaking of dividends.
Yeah.
The standard commission for an agent is 15%. So whatever any paid roles you get that you book, whatever you're being paid, the agent will take 50% off the top. That's their pay. If anyone asks you for money ahead of time, run. Don't get involved in that. One final thing for me is be a professional. Eric and I both decided we want to be actors, and we take this very seriously. It's a business for us. You know, how you present yourself, you know, how you portray things, how you interact with other people, and on set it's a big deal. People notice. So don't be flaky, you know, respond to things, be professional, go prepared.
Thank you so much for visiting. Thank you so much for checking us out. We hope to bring you more relevant content really soon. Hope to see you in the near future.